What is up, wrestling fans? This is Kayfabe Chronicles, and I am your host, JP. Well, Hell in a Cell 2018 has just wrapped up. What the hell happened tonight? Many different crazy things, and I'm going to give you my review right now. Hello, 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 and welcome to the live stream. This is Kayfabe Chronicles, and I am your host, JP. If this is your first time here, please stick around for a little while. Partake in the chat room to the left-hand side of the screen. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure to hit like, crush that subscribe button, and also click the bell notification for whenever we go live. We go live every single Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central Time, except for pay-per-view nights, i.e. tonight, where we will go on after the pay-per-view to discuss the craziness that happened. And also, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure check out our Facebook and check out our Twitter account. I see we got some action going on in the chat room. How are you doing? How are you doing? Worst pay-per-view ever? Not ever. I'll discuss my thoughts on it. It was pretty 50-50 for me, but I'm pretty much going to break it down match by match. Complete 180 turn about midway through for me, for sure. About midway through, for sure. So yeah, what did you guys think about the Red Cell? Apparently that was like a huge thing, apparently, on the internet. Everyone was like, oh, boo to the Red Cell, boo to the Red Cell. And I'm just like, whatever, it's a cage. I don't care what color it is. As long as there's blood, it's all good. Okay, Brock should have won. Well, if he was in the match, he technically would have won. Anyway, how you doing, Gio, sir? Welcome to the chat room. All right, let's go over all the good stuff. All right, so I missed the pre-show. I rarely ever watch the pre-show, especially since now it starts even earlier. I got to get my kid to bed and take care of all that stuff, and unfortunately, I can never, ever watch the pre-show. But I heard the New Day won, so all right, we'll go with that. Okay. So let's check it out. Got to get my cards all in order here. So we open up the night with the very first of the Hell in the Cell. We got Jeff Hardy taking on Randy Orton in a bloodshed, apparently, of what we were really predicting. We'll figure it all out. Technically, like, with him cashing in, like, they never actually had him hand the briefcase over prior to this match, but I know the whole storyline was in regards to him. They're going to go somewhere with this storyline that he wasn't given a fair opportunity. I do like what's going on. I really hope, like I always say, I do see Braun Strowman getting his championship by the end of the year for sure. I want to see him go into Mania with the belt, because I think that he sells money, man. Like, people buy his merchandise. Like, they're trying to make Braun Strowman a heel. It ain't working. It is not working. Okay, all right. Wow, a lot of guys in here tonight. This is awesome. I think this is the most we've had in a little while. So yeah, keep filling up the chat room. I'll try to get to you guys as much as I can. So yeah, pretty much so. Randy Orton taking on Jeff Hardy. Yeah, it's all good. The thing I really liked prior to the match is that Jeff Hardy made his full rounds around the ring. Like, he made sure he tagged everybody's hand, which is really cool. Usually faces just come down, tag a few people's hands, and get in the ring. But Jeff Hardy really made it his goal to ensure that every person in the front row got some Jeff Hardy love. But yeah, look at these notes. Wow. Okay, so yeah, pretty much match starts right with Ben. I already noticed that Jeff was already throwing in every single possible weapon that he could. Chucking in chairs, chucking in ladders. If there was a kitchen sink, he probably would have thrown it in there. A small dog, a baby, a senior citizen, doesn't matter. He probably would have thrown all that stuff in. The thing I really liked the most, though, is considering that Matt Hardy technically just retired this morning, I do love that Jeff was really paying a lot of tribute to his older brother, Matt. A lot of delete chants, a lot of Mattitude style stuff in there, a lot of obsolete, a lot of great stuff going on. One thing that I do not like about this match is, I understand that Randy Orton's trying to be evil, sick, and sadistic, but we already threw up a couple weeks ago with the whole ear thing. I did not want to relive that. Like, as soon as he pulled the toolbox out from underneath the ring and just stared at the screwdriver, I was like, Oh God, here we go, here we go, and he shoved it right into Jeff Hardy's ear hole and just started twisting the living crap out of it. I enjoyed my dinner the second time. It was really, really good. I understand why they did it. They really wanted to get the entire audience to like shudder in their thing. Overall, though, I really liked the back and forths that they were going in this match. Like each guy kind of got their spots going in. Randy Orton doing what he always does. Jeff Hardy always doing what he does. End of the match pretty much happens. Jeff sets up the tallest freaking ladder that he can find, climbs up. His head is like touching the cage, so he's like, all right, well, I can't swanton off this bitch. So he grabs the cage, starts kind of vaulting, and then he swings back and forth. Randy Orton moves out of the way, and then Jeff falls and smashes through a table. Randy Orton, being the evil man that he is, demands that the referee calls the 3 count, and that's it. Randy Orton wins this match. Decent match. They've had better matches in the past, but that ear thing, not digging it. Not digging that at all. But the audience left disgusted, which was good, which is what they were aiming to do. All right, let's check out the chat room. Who won, Braun or Reigns? Strowman. Braun cashed in and lost. Oh no, Roman Reigns is a babyface because Brock destroyed both of them. Yeah, pretty much. I enjoyed everything actually about that cage match. We'll get to that later on. We will get to that later on. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you? Rest in peace, Jeff. Yeah. I don't think he's going to be back after that. I really do not think he is going to be back after that. Okay, what else do we have going on? Very next match was the match that I was looking forward to more than anything going into this pay-per-view. SmackDown Women's Championship. We got Charlotte defending against Becky. Video package prior to this. Phenomenal. Like I always say, I wish that like WWE video editor guys would pretty much like videotape my life. Like I want them to just cover my whole day of me getting up, doing my thing, and then going to bed, and I would rewatch and be like, yeah, I'm pretty awesome. Like, seriously, like, so good. It just hooked you in. Like, I was already hooked into this feud to begin with, and now I saw this, and I was just like, what is going on? What is going on? So good, so good. Thing I love is that, like, Becky is the heel, but yet the crowd was still cheering her, and Charlotte was getting all the boos. So good. I love that early on in the match, she was trying to go for the figure 4, and Becky was trying to go for the disarmer, and they just kept countering one another. Like I said, their in-ring chemistry is so good that, like, I just love everything that they do in the ring. They just work so well together. One thing I really, really enjoyed is when she had... Becky had Charlotte in an armbar, and Charlotte picked her up and like dropped her into a power bomb. Awesome move there. Like a lot of strength, a lot of power used for that. Just great. That was an awesome spot. Loved everything about that. Of course, they a lot of counters again. She gets her into the disarmer a little bit later on. Charlotte gets the rope break. Becky waits until the 4, drops it. Becky runs out of the ring. Comes back in. Charlotte tries for a spear, and Becky dodges it and rolls her up for the 3 count. So we have a new SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. I'm excited because I'm a huge Becky Lynch fan. I didn't think Becky was going to win here, but you know what? It makes total freaking sense. It was absolutely beautiful. And the thing I love the most is that Charlotte went to shake Becky's hand after it, and Becky was like, no, this is my moment. And she just left. I was like, you go, girl. You go, girl. All right, let's check out the chat room again. I see we got lots of action tonight. This is great. This is, I think, the most we've had in a really long time. Okay, all right. This was a leggy match from them. Okay, are you listening to me? Who is winner? Okay, all right. Wow, lots of stuff going on. Lots of stuff going on right now. Who is winner? Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to be covering every single match as we're going along. The pay-per-view did end a while back. Hey, don't worry, Liz. I like Charlotte too. Charlotte, I think, is the best total package female wrestler on the roster right now for sure. Like I said, just top to bottom in-ring ability, nobody's better than Charlotte in my opinion. But hey, if y'all disagree with me, that's absolutely cool. All right, let's talk about the very next match. This match was kind of weird for me. Where are you? Okay, so we got the Raw Tag Team Championships. We got Drew and Dolph defending against 2/3 of the Shield. I'm not going to lie. I hated the first half of this match so much. It was so boring for me because it was essentially your stereotypical tag match. One guy's in the ring doing everything. Like, it was pretty much Seth Rollins for about 80% of the match. Like, he kept trying to get the hot tag. Eventually, he does, but the referee doesn't see it. Stereotypical blind ref mannerisms there. Like I said, it was just too predictable for me. One point, though, I really liked is at one point, Renee Young flat out said, Dean Ambrose wants to have a piece of my pie. Great on you. I understand that this is probably true because y'all are married. I laughed a lot during that, and so did the world. Eventually, though, he does get the tag. Dean cleans house. He keeps trying to lock the Dirty Deeds into Drew, but Drew's just too big, too strong, too powerful. Then the match turned around for me. Like, in the last 5 minutes, there was just this really ridiculous sequence where there was like a roll-up countered into a zigzag, countered into a suicide dive, into a claymore. Like, it was absolutely every single possible finishing move that could happen, all in the span of like 3 to 5 minutes. I was just like, what is going on? Like, this literally went from a 1-star match to a 10-star match in the span of seconds. Eventually, they do get a blind tag in. Seth keeps going for a bunch of suplexes. Dolph is the legal man at the moment. He knows it. But unfortunately, when he lifts him up for one more suplex, he gets hit with a claymore right in the face, and Dolph just lands on top of Seth Rollins for the win. So Dolph and Drew retain. Great match. Phenomenal match. The last 5 minutes of the match. Like I said, the first half really dragged on for me, and I did not like it at all. But hey, if you guys want to check out this match, please do. It's like I said, the last little bit, awesome. Absolutely awesome. All right, let's go on back to the chat room. Let's check out some of the stuff we got. What about Undertaker versus Triple H? Undertaker versus Triple H is not going to happen until 3 weeks from now at the Super Show down in Australia. It's going to be a great match, though. That match doesn't exactly take on... a little bit down the road. I think it's going to be fun, though. They're really promoting it, though, which is great. A lot of people are really, really excited for this match. But yeah, when Dean came in, there's a funny thing kind of going on the internet right now. Eventually, like, everyone's saying Dean's going to eventually wrestle shirtless because he's looking swole. And I'm not going to lie, man. Like, Dean wasn't really physical before his injury, and like, he looks super jacked now. You're doing good, Renee. You're doing good, Renee. All right, let's go back into this and talk about the very next match we got. Breaks my heart to say, but when will AJ get to freaking headline a show again? He's your world champion, and this is like the 6th pay-per-view where he's kind of like mid-card. Whatever. Once again, this match, best storytelling going on right now, best feud going on. Absolutely love everything about this. Both guys were just getting their freaking licks in for like the first full half. It wasn't even like decided. It was just like, like no clear winner at the beginning. So Samoa Joe did a freaking suicide dive. Like, dude, 300-pound guys should not be doing that, but he did it so perfect. It was absolutely great. I like a little bit earlier on, he tried to do a top rope muscle buster, and of course it got countered into a Styles Clash, but then Joe countered that. I don't think Joe has done a muscle buster since the horrible injury to Tyson Kidd, to TJ. Unfortunately, it's pretty much the injury that kind of halted his wrestling career. So I don't think he's done it since then. But every single time he teases it, I get excited, even though I know it's not going to happen. Overall, like I said, I love, AJ got busted open again. A lot of great back and forth. I'm trying to speed through this because I do want to go to bed. But match pretty much ends where AJ Styles jumps off the top rope trying to go for a phenomenal forearm. He gets caught into the coquina clutch. AJ's fading, and he kind of does a flip onto the rope and covers Samoa Joe for the 3 count. And, that's immediately after the Samoa Joe starts complaining to the referee, claiming that AJ Styles tapped. I personally didn't see it because of the angle that we were at, but when they showed a reverse camera angle, you could see that AJ was tapping before the 3 count. So yeah, definitely going to lead somewhere, and it is going to. A little bit later on in the night, Smojo went backstage and complained to Paige, essentially saying, like, you can see that he's tapping. So she flat out said, all right, you guys get a rematch at the show in Australia, and it's going to be a no disqualification match. To be honest, I think they should just make it a submission match. There you go, make it a submission match. Boom. Each one of them no submissions. I'd rather see a submission match, but whatever, I don't work there. All right, back into the chat room. Did Roman retain? Yes, I agree. I miss Dino's hair. Yeah, you know what? I really do. I really do agree. Like Shaggy Dean Ambrose. I don't like his haircut. I don't like I like baby face crazy hair Dean. But imagine if he was super jacked. Like let's go with that. Okay. All right. Very next match. What do we got here next on my notes? Ooh, this is a good one. I'm just kidding. I actually did not like this next match. We have the mixed tag match. We have team, I don't know, the Miz. They don't really have a team name. Let's just go Miz and Mrs. Versus Yes Mode, which is Brie, Bella, and Daniel Bryan. The match was exactly as you expected. Every single time Maurice was about to get tagged in, she would just powder out. Very stereotypical of a mixed tag match. Daniel Bryan and The Miz fight for a good majority of it. Every single time Brie makes it into the ring, Maurice runs out. This match did not do it for me. If I had to pick my least favorite match of the night, this was definitely it. The ending was really, really weird. Like Daniel Bryan and Brie are in there. They're doing the yes kicks. They're doing all that stuff. Eventually, they knock Maurice and Miz out. They leave the ring. They try to get count out. No, none of that. So they throw them back into the ring. Maurice gets rolled up by Brie, but then she counters the roll up in probably the worst, sloppiest schoolboy counter I've ever seen, and they win. And yeah, that was it. Miz and Maurice win. I can't really talk about this match because it was just very poor from start to finish. It was just too predictable, too standard, nothing different out of the way, and the ending was really botched. Like the referee looked out of place. The run-in by Miz at the end was out of place. It didn't seem right. I don't know. If you guys liked it, let me know in the comment section below or in the chat room. But I think it's a consensus that this was not a very strong match. All right, we got 2 matches left. Very next one, we got the Women's Championship. We got Ronda Rousey defending against Alexa Bliss. Just as you would predict, Ronda Rousey pretty much dominates for the first good chunk of it. Doing like a lot of throws, a lot of judo throws, a lot of submissions, a lot of locks, a lot of pinning. She had this really cool pinning combination actually really early on that I liked. Eventually, Alexa manages to get Ronda Rousey caught on the ropes and pulls her hair down, so she's able to get a couple different, a little bit of offense in there, but it's nothing too much. Very similar to the last match. Like once Ronda got going, that was it. Mickie James and Alicia Fox keep trying to interfere, but Natalya is not going to have any of that stuff. Eventually, at the end, Ronda Rousey just goes full ape shit, just looks at Alexa just menacingly, beats the living crap out of her, locks in the armbar, and that is it. Ronda Rousey retains her championship. I'm glad it was an actual wrestling match this time compared to their SummerSlam match. Ronda's looking better, like she's getting there. Alexa did as good as she could do with what was going on, but I want to see what's going to happen next. I want to see where the women's division goes now. Like, who's going to be the next #1 contender? Who's going to step up to the bar now? Because Alexa's now lost twice in a row. If she's still in the main title picture after this, I will be very shocked. But, who knows? Who knows? Yeah. So I'm just reading some of the chat room. This Miz has been more entertaining than Daniel Bryan recently. Let's see. I enjoyed the match, but it was too similar to the Nia Bliss match at WrestleMania. I agree. And I also love Alicia Fox and her outfit was so weird. Alicia Fox looked like she was like a Colombian drug lord operating a cruise ship. It was just really bizarre. But whatever. All right, so we are going to end off with the match that everyone in the chat room has been asking about. We got the Hell in a Cell match between Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman with special guest referee Mick Foley. Okay, this match itself was exactly how you kind of predicted it. Right at the beginning, I liked that Braun Strowman grabbed Roman Reigns' title and was like, this is mine. That was really cool. I really like that. Roman tries to retaliate, but Braun just ain't having none of that. Braun no selling nothing. He's hitting them with weapons. He's hitting them with everything. And Braun Strowman's like, I ain't doing this. I'm not finished with you. Look at my beard and look at my patchy pants. It was good. There was one point really early on though where like Mick Foley completely botched the 3 count. Like 1, 2, 3. He hit the 3, and then Roman kicked out. And he's like, no, it was only 2. But if you watch it in the replay, he hit the 3. But obviously that's not where it was supposed to end. But whatever. And he's trying to explain himself like, sorry, I'm a little off. So good on Mick Foley for covering his ass there. I really like that Braun just kept beating up Roman Reigns, and he just looks like, why won't you stay down, you moron? That was really, really good. He hits Roman Reigns with running power slam. Roman Reigns kicks out. Roman Reigns hits Braun Strowman with a spear through a table. Braun Strowman kicks out, which was really good. And now the filler point of the match. So Dolph and Drew run down. The Shield runs down, and now they fight for probably, it felt like an hour, but it wasn't. It was just really weird. Like, they just kept fighting for like a good 10-15 minutes. Meanwhile, like Roman and Braun are knocked out in the middle of the ring, and I'm just like, whatever. So everyone else, they make it to the top of the cage. They fight. Eventually, people go through the table. Whatever. You think the match is about to continue when Brock Lesnar's music hits. Oh my God, the savior to this match. My issue is that there was just way too much. The filler of them fighting was longer than the actual match that happened in the ring. So, like, I'm just like, isn't this between Roman and Braun? But anyway, Brock comes down, kicks the door of the cage down, which was actually a really cool spot. I thought Kane ripping it off the hinges was probably the best time that's ever happened. No, Brock flat out booting the door and was awesome. He comes in and just absolutely obliterates Roman Reigns, absolutely obliterates Braun Strowman. Pretty much just leaves looking all Brock Lesnar, and the referee, because Mick Foley's now knocked out too because he got pepper sprayed by Paul Heyman. So the new referee comes in and calls the match. So it's a no contest. Sorry, everybody, there was no clear winner in this match. So the benefit to that is, since there was no clear winner, they can keep the feud going, which means Brock is now inserted into the title feud again. Confusing. Roman still holds the belt, okay, but Braun is not out of the title picture now. So I'm really looking forward to what happens like tomorrow on Monday Night Raw. It's gonna be interesting. So pretty much just reading the stuff in the chat room. Brock ruined it. Did he really ruin it? I don't know. That's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. But yeah, Brock. I don't know why Brock Lesnar was gonna interfere with the match, but said it was cool when he kicked the door down. See, kicking the door down was awesome. But yeah, like I said, it's ended in a no contest. So yeah, it's all gonna be determined tomorrow on Monday Night Raw. Why? Because the day after a pay-per-view, it's always determined the very next day on Monday Night Raw. Because they want you to watch it. They want you to spend the rest of your Monday watching it. And Tuesday. And if you guys didn't hear, 205 Live is no longer on Tuesdays after SmackDown. It's now going to be on Wednesday before NXT, which is cool. I like that. I'm a huge NXT fan, and I'm a huge 205 fan, so now I get to see it together. Woo! Super excited. Alright, that is all in regards to Hell in a Cell. What did you guys think about Hell in a Cell? Let me know in the comment section below, or the chat room, and all that other good stuff. Like I said, as always, we go live every single Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Time, except for pay-per-view nights where we go on after the pay-per-view. Thank you guys so much. This is probably our busiest chat room we've had in a really, really, really long time. Oh, makes me feel good. I like when you people are talking. It's really, really good. Oh, so much love. But yes, as always, if you guys like what you saw, crush that like button and hit subscribe and click the bell notification for wherever we post videos. Like I said, Sunday night, as always, we always do live, and then I always throw in kind of random videos in throughout the week. Let's check up in the chat room before we sign off. I thought he was going to the UFC. Remember when I was here? You were always here for me, Elizabeth. You were always here. Thank you so much. How you doing? Is everything still okay on your side of the states? Are you safe? That's my main concern. Are you safe right now? Just crazy stuff happening on the East Coast. What is going on in this world? I agree. I wanted an actual finish too. I really wanted a finish. I don't like when main titles are ended in like. I don't like when main titles aren't, like there's no thing. It's just really weird. Like, yeah, I want my main titles to either, like pinfall, submission, even a disqualification or a countout would have been something. There would have been a clear winner, but no, this was no contest. What is going on? This isn't the 1970s. All right, that is all from me tonight. We are going to log off now. But like I said, thank you guys so much for partaking in the chat room. It means the most to me. It means that I got a lot of people watching tonight. That's great. So yeah, what did you guys think about Hell in a Cell? Let me know in that comment section below. And like I said, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure to check out our Twitter account and follow us on our Facebook page. We like to post lots of crazy, crazy stuff on there. As always, this is JP from Kayfabe Chronicles. You guys have yourself a great night, and I'll see you guys next time.